Hello and welcome back to Bournemouth RC. Now tonight is going to be one of the parts in a little mini series about replacing all the bearings on the Kraton. I've got the 6S V4 Kraton here, and it's actually been requested to me by a couple of the people on YouTube saying, can you do a bit of a how-to video on all the different bearings and how to replace them. So tonight's going to be about the steering bearings, and actually what we're going to be replacing is the bronze bushes that are inside there rather than bearings. Now you can get a sealed bearing kit online. I know there's a few places that do them. I'll put a couple of links in the description. I've replaced all of mine with sealed bearings, so I'm going to show you how you do that now. So I'll strip it all down and then I'll show you how to actually change the bearings themselves. Okay, so now you've got all them bolts out of the way. I've only undone the front upper hinge pin bolts slightly. That plate will come away. And there we go. So I've left the hinge pin holder on the bottom there. That's absolutely fine, so don't worry about that. Leave that there. And just put that to one side. Okay, so as you can see, I've already changed my top ones here. They are already the sealed bearings. But to change them, you quite simply pop them out. Now here is the original brass ones compared to the sealed bearings. So that's just a brass bush and a sealed bearing. So the top two are nice and easy to get out. There we go. However, there is two more underneath. So to get to them, now you've got a bit more space. Slide your upper arms out of the way. And now we're going to need to undo these two to take these arms off so we can slide all that up and undo this one here. So to do that, I'm going to slide the car over the end of my workbench. Now underneath these ones, if you slide them to one side, there is a 2.5mm hex, and at the top is a 2mm hex. So that's all now disconnected, so what you can do is simply slide that up. Okay, so your other two bearings are down at the bottom here. Simply very, very thin small screwdriver. Work them up from the bottom. Slide them all the way up. And over the top. Again, I've already changed these. So this is my bearing there. That's the original brass bushing. So new bearings just simply slide over into place. Two at the bottom, two at the top, and then put back together. Okay, so once you've got your bearings in down at the bottom here, you can then go ahead, put back on your steering. And then your two new bearings up at the top here. There we go. Now you can feel straight away actually that the improvement from before, I remember it from before, so that's now got in bearings and there's a lot less restriction there. Okay, so simple case now, build it all back up together. Okay, so we're all back up together now. Put all those bearings back in there rather than the old bushes. The old brass bushes don't really give you much help at all. Very little, so it makes a hell of a difference. So once you've got it all up and connected, you can feel that everything does just move a lot more smoother. Okay, so we get it on, and our steering is a lot smoother and a lot better. Okay, so we're all back up and running now. You'll notice a massive difference just changing those bearings from those bushings, those bronze bushings, into those bearings. It makes a hell of a difference to the car and the way it drives. Why they put the bronze bushings in there, I do not know. It needed bearings, and that's one of the major advantages of putting the sealed bearings kits in. The other bearings we're going to do, obviously a part of the series, we'll be doing the wheel bearings, we'll be doing the diff bearings, both the centre ones and the rear ones, as well as the pinion bearings down inside there as well. So it's just a bit of a how-to, a bit of a mini series on how to change your bearings on these Kratons. Some of them are quite fiddly, like for example the steel ones we just did do take a little while to get into there. The wheel ones aren't too bad. The pinion ones are quite difficult because they're quite inside as well, and obviously the diff ones you've got to be really careful with because you need to shim them up correctly. So check out those videos in the series to see how to change all those bearings. Get yourself some decent sealed bearings. Custom RC do some. I'm sure there's some other places, so I'll put a couple of links into the description, and it does make a hell of a difference. That's it from Bournemouth RC tonight. Thank you very much.